Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday 24th September. So looking at news due out today, 8:30, we've got the Swiss National Bank Monetary Policy Assessment. Now, don't really see lots of movement through this on normal occasions, but always a bit wary when the Swiss talk. So if you're trading the Swissy particularly, be aware. 8:30 may get some volatility. Aside of that then, we've really not got much at all. We've got the unemployment claims, the weekly figure coming out at 130. That has been a little bit more, or seen a little bit more volatility of late, with the jobs really in focus there. And at 3 p.m. we've got the Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking, due to speak at the webinar hosted by the North East Chamber of Commerce. I think most of the stuff that he's going to be speaking about and probably questioned about will be what he's spoken about and questioned about more recently anyway. We've got Fed Chair also testifying at such a time before the due to testify on the CARES Act before the Senate Banking Committee. So well, again, I don't expect to see too much there, along with Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. So none of those three do I expect any surprises from. So we're left to our own technical devices, as he says. And starting off, looking at the euro dollar, and well, it's continued this run down. It's really not managing to do too well at all. Yesterday I just noticed how weak it was. All it managed yesterday was this little pullback on the morning bar there, and it got back to the 8, didn't even get back to its daily pivot and rolled over there. So soft old market this morning. Well, sorry, it's 30 minutes, just switch this to 60 for you for a moment. So we're just seeing it has run into the daily pivot this morning, and it's already sort of sailing off. Now, it may be that it catches a little bounce at any stage through here, but really to be more significant, you're going to be seeing it break that 34 moving average. That in itself may give us a decent move, and if it manages to pass that, I would be looking to certainly short into that 60-50. It'll be the first test of that, looking for that opportunity. So that's the euro. Just switch, there we go. Yes, nothing setting up there. Pound dollar even, again, as I mentioned yesterday, looking soft, but this is quite interesting. It managed to hold its own pretty well yesterday. Once it had broken through the prior lows there, found support into the monthly S2 area, although at the moment looking soft again, and well, we could well see that broken. Lower highs, lower lows through this. It really is a continuation move, really. Already again touched daily pivot, little bounce at the moment, maybe looking for opportunities to sell back into. Now, this has already hit its 50, but maybe a second time would be an opportunity, and we'll be watching for anything like that if I don't get anything off the smaller time frames. And it will be the smaller time frames I look at on this market, on these two markets, certainly. Yen is the strongest at the moment out there. It's had a little move this morning, and it's this little movement you can see here. It's pushed back up to its daily 21 yesterday. It's having this little movement, and it's made it the strongest of all the pairs at the moment. It's up on all its. In fact, I'll just give you a little. There we go. See what we need. I'm looking at there. So this little heat map showing the. In fact, the euro again. We noticed this when I was looking through all the charts yesterday. The euro was doing pretty well. It's really only against the dollar and the yen in this particular case. Whoops, sorry. Pound really sitting on the fence there against the three majors there. It's weaker than those three majors. The real currencies having a problem continue to be the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar, the commodity currencies, and Canadian dollar there, third worst currency. So if you're looking at sort of the strongest versus the weakest, well, the strongest at the moment is the yen. How much a movement you'll get to see on that, or continuation, you have to see. But even some of the euro pairings, if you're looking to, you may get some decent movements off of. So this yen, as I say, just having a little bit of a pullback here, has We have seen it run into almost a double top, just fractionally short there. At this stage, it's whether it'll catch a bounce or whether it'll roll almost, and it's early stages into this 8 o'clock bar as I'm talking here. If it does start selling off, it does have a number of support points apart from the 34, which it's almost on. This is 50, not much further on, but it did strengthen. It was strengthening at the beginning of the week. We saw that questionable surge there on Monday, and well, since then it's we've been pushing up. Oh, sorry, Tuesday that was, I think, but Monday. Anyway, regardless, it's got the potential there to roll. Aussie dollar, well, as I said, this is the weakest at the moment against its all its peers, and no surprises here if I can get some feed. Okay, my e-signal at the moment is failing me a little bit here, so I've just moved down to the 4 hourly. I can't see the daily, but we know the daily is down anyway. And we're getting a little bit of a bounce at the moment, probably no surprise. Extreming here on the 4 hourlies, so any retracements may be met with another surge down. No feed from a 60-minute. Okay, so I've had to switch charts midway because my very expensive e-signal was packed up. So here we go, here's my broker chart. So on the 60-minute then, on the Aussie dollar just catching a bounce at the moment, and we're seeing this actually. I'm looking at the pound, the euro at the same time, and we're just catching this bounce right the way through the markets, bit of dollar selling. Daily pivot untouched on the Aussie dollar. If that was to, it could become a draw if we do see something more of a sustained move there for the Aussie dollar. Okay, let's just have a look then at he quickly flicks through these pairs in a rush, looking for the Canadian dollar, and it's not where you want it when you want it. So I'm going to leave that Canadian dollar today, but it's not a major deal for now. Let's just have a look through. So looking at gold then, gold this morning selling off here, continues this sell off as well. The gold has broken quite important levels there, that 119 area, which was quite key, and it's continued to do so. Say some of this largely the stronger dollar doesn't help the price of gold here, and we're sort of seeing this reaction. I certainly wouldn't be a buyer of this for now. It might get to that point where it's looking a little bit better and giving some maybe a divergences or something into that, but for now it looks like an opportunity to sell it on retracements. Here's the hourly chart. At 21's been pretty good in terms of providing opportunities, and may do so again as we progress through the next few days. Now, whether it be the 21, if it breaks that 21 next time, that 50 would probably give even a better opportunity. So there we go. Okay, I'm a bit struggling with charts this morning, so I shall leave it here, but you've got the majors out there anyway. Have a great day. Bye for now.